Hello guys, it's Carl from the Two Traders here. This section is a new section on the website, member section, and what we're going to do, I'm going to share videos of past, present, future trades, technical analysis, and some other things as well, just to help you guys out. So today I'm going to go through the thought process that goes through my mind when I'm looking for a trade. So today I looked at Euro Swiss franc. I've got it on the screen here. So the first thing I'll have the daily chart on, and I am looking for the highs, major support and resistance zones, and we can use supply and demand. So here is our supply zone. It's just covering these wicks here. So what happens when we get to this area is we see a lot of sellers step into the market and push price down. So we can trade down from here, but why I was interested in this market was I've had a moving average crossover. There's some momentum here taking the market down, and the next support I believe was just from this downtrend here, and we stalled and left a little spike here. Let me change of right. So the next thing I'm going to be looking at is, so I know how much room I've got to play with. We're in that trend. So next I'm going to look down to the 4-hour chart. And let's take a closer look here. So here we get on a trend line, any trend lines we have. So as you can see, we've got a nice trend line there. And we could probably put one down here. The reason I've done it like that is because this wasn't here this morning when I actually put this trade on. So we can see in the 4-hourly, we've touched this zone. This was this morning, 6 a.m., 2 a.m. in the morning. I wasn't up that early. So the 4-hourly looks good. Moving averages look to turn. Brilliant. And here we go. So we come down to the 1-hourly. Everything's in place. Then finally the 30 minutes. Now I originally I saw the moving averages cross. It looked good, and I entered the market around about this level here, possibly a bit lower, maybe about here. There we go. So I was quite happy to enter the market here because I felt like we was going to see a lot of resistance around this area. As you can see here, we've got some long wicks here. So I was quite happy to place my stop loss just outside of this zone. Yeah, I was quite confident that we were going to push lower. And also the 4-hourly, there was a few wicks here sitting at the top here of this trend line. So that's kind of given me the confirmation that this market does really want to push lower. And then the next things you want to work out is you want to find out your risk to reward. You want to find out if this is going to be worth it. So you want to be risking. If you're risking £1, you want to be having a reward of more than £1. That's the way it works. So yeah, so I entered here a short position, and originally my target was around this area here where the market's come down to and bounced off a couple of times, but we also had this support here, trendline support, and this is the ray off of the daily chart. So I knew as soon as we got to this area here, we could see a sharp reversal. So I was happy to sit around there with a stop loss. I believe it was just there, just above. So as you can see, the trade actually offered us a really good risk to reward, 1.78. So as the day went on, obviously here we entered just before this market went back up. I was still confident though that this market would actually turn and carry on down. But you never know in these, you can't tell with the market conditions what's actually going to happen. So I had my stop loss set in a pretty good area that I was confident that we wouldn't actually reach, and it turned out to be that really we didn't get all that close to it before we saw this sharp decline. So I actually took out some of my profit here, and then I also took out some around about this area here. So I was left with a pretty decent amount of profit off of this trade. As you can see, where I took my first, there we entered there. So I took my first profit around the 1.3 risk to reward and 1.6. What I do once I finish a trade, I do go back and analyze it after. I'm not too bothered that the market pushed lower. I don't feel like I missed out on anything. The reason I don't feel like I missed out was because I knew I just wanted to hit this zone here. And I knew this market was quite capable of coming back up sharply, like you can see here. So we've hit there, and that's a half-hour move there. So I knew that was always possible. So I was quite happy to get my money out and into my bank. So that is the Euro Swiss franc trade that I had today, and all of our members had and profited from. I will be doing a few more of these videos. I will look at past trades, and I will also share some videos on future trades, which is a little bit more difficult because I like to watch the charts first and watch the price action. But that will work more on swing trades, and I'll show you the Bollinger breakout system and things like that. Okay, thanks guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video.